Delhi Public Library was inaugurated by Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru on 27 October 1951. Second question cancel ചെയ്തിട്ടുണ്ട്. The Public Library, the People's University, is a journal article published in 1964, authored by Kathleen Malls. Delivery of books and newspapers. Public Libraries Act 1954 extends to the whole of India except the state of Jammu and Kashmir. പക്ഷേ 2019 JNKയിലേക്കും ലഡാക്കിലേക്കും അത് എക്സ്റ്റെൻഡ് ചെയ്തിട്ടുണ്ട്. Improvement of the status of librarians is one of the broad objectives of ILA, Indian Library Association. EMS Award for the Best Library, which is over 50 years old in 2022, was won by Mulanthuruthy Public Library, Ernakulam. Original title of the Tamil Nadu Public Libraries Act 1948 was the Madras Public Libraries Act 1948. The fourth strategic direction identified by ALA in 2017 is equity, diversity and inclusion. ആദ്യത്തെ മൂന്നെണ്ണം advocacy, information policy, professional and leadership development. Fourth one ആണ് equity, diversity and inclusion. Indian Association of Teachers of Library and Information Science was founded in 1969. The only chartered body in the world dedicated to uniting, supporting, and advocating for information professionals and librarians is CILIP, Chartered Institute of Library and Information Professionals. The founder and the first president of SLA was John Cotton Dana. The Royal Library of Asurbanipal, which was considered as the oldest surviving royal library in the world, is now located at Mosul, Iraq. The Calcutta Public Library was established largely at the initiative of J.H. Stoguler. First editor of Library Miscellany, a quarterly journal in library science, was J.S. Kodalkar. National Mission on Libraries, an initiative of the Ministry of Culture, Government of India, is aimed to modernize public libraries across the country, digitally link public libraries across the country, create National Virtual Library of India. ഇത് മൂന്നും correct ആണ്. So option D ആണ് answer. The term of office of the members of the Kerala State Library Council, other than the ex officio members, shall be dash from the date on which the government notified the constitution of the SLC in the Gazette. 3 years ആണ് answer. Our vision is a strong and united library field powering literate, informed and participative societies. This is the vision of IFLA, International Federation of Library Associations and Institutions. UNESCO Library Portal, a website produced by UNESCO, is part of the Library of Congress web archive on September 11 terrorist attacks. Dash is sponsored and mentored by Ministry of Education, Government of India through its National Mission on Education through Information and Communication Technology, National Digital Library of India. Section 14 of the Press and Registration of Books Act 1867 is about punishment for making false statement. Method of details is used for finding out the dash of a library. Financial requirements. First electrically operated book charging system was Gaylord charging system. Information professionals today include office managers and record managers, librarians and information brokers, consultants and communication managers. ഇതെല്ലാം ആൻസർ ആയിട്ട് വരുന്നതുകൊണ്ട് ഓപ്ഷൻ ഡി all ആണ് ആൻസർ. Rater set was developed by C. Tamal, Parashuraman and Berry for use in dash tool for measuring service quality. Serve ആണ് ആൻസർ. 25th question cancel ചെയ്തിട്ടുണ്ട്. Thomas is a verb archive of the Library of Congress. Librarian's Digital Library is an online research repository in library and information science field developed and maintained by DRTC. Last edition, 15th edition of the print version of the Encyclopedia Britannica was published in 2010. World Translation Index, produced by International Translation Center, uses the classification system based on COSATI scheme. The general encyclopedia meant for school students is World Book Encyclopedia. In the second edition of the book, Reference Service by S.R. Ranganathan, Part H discusses about reference book. Search engines that use automatic Boolean operators for searching is Alta Vista, Webcrawler, Infosec. ഇത് എല്ലാം correct ആണ്. So option D, all ആണ് answer. The periodical index not published by H.W. Wilson Company is the Music Index. ബാക്കി the Art Index, the Index to Legal Periodicals, Humanities Index. ഇതെല്ലാം പബ്ലിഷ് ചെയ്യുന്നത് H.W. Wilson Company ആണ്. Bibliographic Index published by H.W. Wilson Company is the best example for bibliography of bibliography. The weekly World News Digest with cumulative index is Facts on File. Dash of information suggested that the amount of information in a message is related to the probability ratio of the message. Mathematical theory ആണ് ഇങ്ങനെ പറഞ്ഞിട്ടുള്ളത്. Among informatics laws, authorship pattern is measured by Lodka's law. Dash is a measure for the effectiveness of an information retrieval system, which is calculated by dividing the number of relevant documents retrieved with the total number of relevant documents in the collection. Recall. Barriers to information communication are emotional barriers, physical barriers, or organizational barriers, and semantic barriers, financial barriers, technological barriers. ഇതെല്ലാം barriers to information communication ആണ്. So all ആണ് answer. The measure of uncertainty in any system of information communication is known as entropy. In Colin classifications, 6th edition, the class number R6 stands for Indian philosophy. Dash is the process of the collecting together of the entities into large masses without cohesion among the components, agglomeration. In UDC, the symbol equal to is used to indicate the common auxiliaries of language. In DDC 23rd edition, the new number added in the schedule for 020 Library and Information Sciences is for the concept World Wide Web. Canon of distinctiveness is a canon related to the writing of call number in a book. In Library of Congress classification scheme, the broad subject number P stands for language and literature. The National Library of India uses dash book numbering system for English books written by non-Indian writers, Cutter system. The phased formula for the subject literature in Colin classification edition 6 is O, P, P2, P3, P4, in which P2 indicates the form. Moy's classification scheme is a special classification scheme for low subject. Canons for chain contains canon of decreasing extension and the canon of modulation. The evaluation, selection, and maintenance of a collection of dash suited to the information needs of the library's users activities that are generally referred to as collection development. Answer information sources ആണ്. The librarian should use recommended interview techniques to clarify and analyze the question in order to identify exactly what information is needed. A strong dash answers a wide range of questions and provides a rapid turnaround as needed. A reference service. The technique which use to recommend dash are clarify and analyze the question in order to identify exactly what information is needed. Interview techniques ആണ് answer. 55th question cancel ചെയ്തിട്ടുണ്ട്. A more formal or organized version of this kind of continuing contact between the reference librarian and the user is dash a customized reference service offered most frequently to researchers by academic or special libraries. Selective dissemination of information. Dash this type of translation is the selective translation of the articles published in current literature. Ad hoc translation ആണ് answer. The word index is derived from dash, which means to indicate. That is, an index is guide to items contained in a collection. Indicate എന്നുള്ള വാക്കിൽ നിന്നാണ് index എന്നുള്ള വാക്ക് derive ചെയ്തിരിക്കുന്നത്. The philosophy of dash is the belief that the final goal of every single library documentation center, information service, national information system, or regional network is to serve the users of information. Unicist. The computer readable tapes of the printed Index Medicus were used initially for a match retrospective search service known as METLARS. Dash is a universal process in the library world whereby the library staff brings together a variety of materials to meet patron demands. Collection development ആണ് answer. Planning programming budgeting system was introduced by Charles Hitch in the year 1961. Taylor's famous work, The Principles of Scientific Management, was first published in the year 1911. Dash is a dynamic and continuous activity. Collection development. The librarian's effective tool in making the resources to the reader is an adequate dash, which function is to interpret the library to the reader. Catalog. Dash adopted Henry Fayol's ideas and restated the functions under the catchword portscope. Luther Gullikana answer. The order requests one title or multiple titles depending on the capabilities of dash system. Acquisition system. Who is father of scientific management? C.W. Wilson ആണ് answer. 69th question cancel ചെയ്തിട്ടുണ്ട്. Dash refers to the process of verifying, ordering, and making the payment for the required materials. Acquisition. These are known as postcode, which stands for the following dash elements. 7 elements ആണ്. ഇതിൽ 8 letters ഉണ്ടെങ്കിലും CO എന്നുള്ളത് ഒറ്റ ഫാക്ടറിനെയാണ് കണക്കാക്കുന്നത്. So 7 elements ഉള്ളൂ. Dash or charging desk consists of counter space to hold the trays of charging system. Circulation ആണ് answer. The dash of books and other reading materials is an important aspect but a tough task for librarians. Preservation. The dash is as old as preparation of inventories of objects having a physical entity, namely stores of different kinds and descriptions. Stock verification ആണ് answer. Dash in singular sense refers to a method of dealing with quantitative information involving collection, presentation, analysis, and interpretation. Statistics. 76th question cancel ചെയ്തിട്ടുണ്ട്. The dash is a vital ingredient in extending library services and attracting many leaders. Library building. 78th question cancel ചെയ്തതാണ്. Library in a research project on order response to library services and how valuable the recordings from such projects have been in dash library staff and library users. Educating library staff and library users. A librarian should carefully decide as to what kind of dash shall be compiled so that the statistics required for the purpose can be maintained in a proper form. Annual report ആണ് answer. According to Dr. S.R. Ranganathan, each array of classes in a scheme for classification should satisfy the following 4 canons. A dash can nevertheless be a very useful source of bibliographical information. Library catalog. The DDC system was conceived by Melville Dewey in 1873 and first published in 1876. 84th question cancel ചെയ്തതാണ്. MARC stands for Machine Reading Cataloging. Machine Readable Cataloging. Column classification is a scheme for library classification based on analytico-synthetic scheme developed by Dr. S.R. Ranganathan. 87th question cancel ചെയ്തിട്ടുണ്ട്. The acronym POPSI represents the concept postulate-based permuted subject indexing. Dash are keys to the context of the back volumes of journals without which they are likely to remain closed books only. Indexes. Dash is a semi-automatic method of deriving alphabetical subject entries from the chain of successive subdivisions leading from general to specific level needed to be indexed. Chain indexing. Dash is a powerful tool for enhancing societal infrastructure, revitalizing traditional industrial sectors, extending knowledge, and enriching information technology. OPAC stands for Online Public Access Catalog. Dash is used to represent that portion of a computer which has a physical entity, hardware. 94, 95, 96, 97 questions cancel ആണ്. When compared to the integrated library systems, Dash are a relative newcomer to the library technology systems, digital repositories. Last 99 and 100 question cancel ചെയ്തിട്ടുണ്ട്.